We'll do nap next best each way pick handicaps, and we'll throw those lucky 15s up on the Twitter page. Sean, handicaps.
Yeah, the first handicap I want to give a shout out to is the Ultimate Trelawney, 16-1. I'll be backing him each way now. There's a lot of hype around Shanty Classico. I don't know about him, to be honest. I think he might be a bit of a flat track horse, and he blew out at Cheltenham last year. And this lad deserves a lot of credit. Kim Bailey Yard, probably be a second string. Ran well at Cheltenham when he was in behind Grey Dawning at Genie's Destiny that day. I think he's going to really appreciate a step up and trip to 3 miles, and that could bring out the best of him. And the Boodles, I think Cossack Chak at 20-1 each way. He's been overlooked big time. I know they have Lark in the morning at the top of the mark. He's over low weight. I think Cossack Chak could run a big race. Form tied in. Should have beat Wadu, in my opinion, up and down road. It didn't make a mistake. And then the last day, they booked him off the front. And I don't know whether he wanted to try, whether he was a trying force or not. And he's just got tired late and finished up. I think the better the ground, the better for him. Then you move on to the Potemps and White Rhino. He's 14-1, another each way bet. I think off a mark of 129, he's a very workable mark. He has good form at Cheltenham, and he won earlier in the season. They then got a quite little handbrake ride, as I'd say, to fall in to qualify for this race in third, and he's off a very nice mark. Will stay all day. And my last one is in the Martin Pipe, and it's Sam Majest. I think this lad could potentially be a 150 horse competing in graded race at the end of the season. I think his Limerick race, look, people are saying, what did he run to? I'd have him running that he's probably in around the what he has. He's gone and dotted up. I think he's lots to improve on. I definitely have him over Caden Bourbon. Caden Bourbon can't jump, and I'd be worried around Cheltenham. So Sam Majest would be my last one.
Andrew?
First one, fly through these. Shanty Classico in the Ultima. I think he's tailor-made for this. He has everything you want for this. The right profile, age, right into the handicap, jumps well, travels well. Last year he ran in a grade 1. This is a handicap as stark contrast, and he's at the proven stones for a fence. So I think 10-1, he's a great win bet for this. In the play, Shake 'em Up Harry, £4 higher for when third in the last season. Won last time out over course and distance by 7 lengths. That was a race with stage start in. Ben Paulin's horses are flying, and he's 16-1 right now. He'd have a massive chance. I give a massive chance to last year's winner as well if John McConnell's horse decide to actually remember the horses and run again. If he comes back in here fresh, he'll run a big race. He was third in the American National last time out. That's the last time we saw him, but he went on a win run last year. I could give him a good chance there. Kim Muir, extremely poor race. I'm going through this. Bad race, but one who is there at a big pricing, 16-1, is Wacker Clan. Won at the October meeting this year. He won that really well from the front. And races like these, as I said, with the National Hunt Chase, he's an amateur jockey, so you're going to have horses out of trouble. This fella's going to be up at the front. He's an unbelievably good jumper. He has course form. Again, Henry's horses grow a leg for Cheltenham. He's 16-1. He's off 1-2-5. He's £6 race. So the last time I'd give him a massive each way chance, 14-1. And the final two, King of Kingsfield. To me, he's not. Everyone's talking about him, but I think he's everything you want for a county hurdle. He has a grade 1 form. He won a good maiden hurdle at Leopardstown. He's had to get a fair mark of 140, I think. He's a lovely profile for this kind of race, and I think he has a massive chance in this. And the last one, Saint Wat in the Grand Annual, has got tender loving handling all season out the back of the telly in all his races. Waiting you see him take a lovely trip to Martinstown. He's probably in there right now getting the binocular treatment, and he will be absolutely smashed, I'd say.
Joe?
2 from me in the handicaps, Dave. I really like Madara in the Grand Annual. A 5-year-old with 9 chase starts already, so plenty of experience. And obviously went over to the DRF and won in really good fashion for the big prize. James Reevely came over all the way for the one ride, so they knew what they had in hand for this fella. He's already ran 3 times at Cheltenham. He won on his last start before going over to the DRF. And I think, again, this one's plenty unexposed and still ready to improve. And then my second one will be Great Cool in the Pertemps. I really, really like this mare for Ted Walsh. She's by Harzand, who, of course, won the Derby. She won the Pertemps trial at Leopardstown before Christmas, and then she ran a bouter behind Maxim at the DRF. I still think she's feasibly well handicapped, and those 2 will do for me. Quick fire for you.
Tom?
Okay, I'm going to go quick fire. I'm not going to go into too much detail. So, Bitter man. Hopefully he goes for the ultimate up and trip. Richard Bandy's stable in very good form. I think he'll go very close. The Goffer also in that race ran really, really well last year. Can go close again. The Boodles, I'm going to take Eagle Fang and Nara. Nara for Henry Bromhead, very interested. The favourite look could have loads up his sleeve, but Eagle Fang and Nara for me. Then we are on to the Coral Cup, and we're going for Henry de Bromhead again. Ballyadam's a crazy price in this, lads. He's got really, really good Cheltenham form, and he's run well this season. He's a wild price. Obviously, Lagadan is the one who turns up every year. Brazil is also in there, interesting than gelded for the first time, but I'm very keen on Ballyadam. Where are we next? We are down to the Temps. I'm going to give Noble Birth a chance. Not a very good race this year. Noble Birth ran well there. Bit too keen and got tired in the closing stages, but can go close again. The Plate, very keen on firm footings. I think Caldwell have sold a couple of Cheltenham Festival winners this year. I think they could be on the same day, and I think firm footings could be one of them. The Kim Muir, we're going to fill into the Derek O'Connor retirement party as well with I Know the Way You're Thinking. Could have a lot up his sleeve. Has run against a lot of good horses. Waka Clan will run a very good race as well for that man Henry de Bromhead. County Hurdle, King of Kingsfield, Andrew mentioned him. He's off 140. I think they thought he could have been a proper grade 1 horse at the start of this year. I think they've learned how to ride him, and I think he's going to go very, very well in the county. And that is it for me. Take on Say Majest. If you're tipping Say Majest, you are guessing. Is my advice.
For me, I quite like Eagle Fang, but I won't steal that from Tom. One on Tuesday, one I've been strong on all along, Chianti Classico. I think he's the right profile for the Ultimate. We'll go close. In the Coral Cup on Wednesday, Gavin already mentioned it, built by Ballymore. Trainer is really shrewd. He aims horses at certain races. He's been twice the last two. He's been second the last 2 years in the Coral Cup. I'm fairly sure he'll want to put that right. He was second with Fast or Slow, and I forget the name of the other horse. Tom backed both of them. I'm nearly sure. Both years. Epic song. Yeah. So he'll be trying to put that right. In the Pretemps, Sean already mentioned it. White Rhino. He was tickled around Huntington or wherever the hell it was, never put into the race. I'd say he'll have a good chance. And then in the County Hurdle on Friday, one that ran at the DRF, liked her last year. She's coming from Lossiemouth's triumph last year, and it's Senta. I hope Senta runs in the County Hurdle. I think the experience at DRF coming third, that big mad field will stand her in good stead. I think she's a very talented mare. And I give her a good chance of placing at least or winning the County Hurdle. Andrew, Nap, next best and your best each way bet.
Nap is brighter days ahead in the mares. I think she's going to win impressively. Next best, Mystical Power, whichever race he runs in. Ballymore Supreme, he wins. Best each way bet, Sir Gerhard in the Stairs. I think he's absolutely unbelievable bet at 10-1.
Sean.
Yeah, I mean, that would meet me Ballybourne. I don't think he'll be beaten. He'll scare away wherever he runs in, whether he goes Supreme or Ballymore. My next best probably be Factor Foil and Reading Tommy Wrong. I couldn't really split the two of it. Factor Foil probably edges it, to be honest, but Reading Tommy Wrong is 7-1. And the biggest each way race, I thought we were covering that we didn't this year, but the Hunter's Chase, the Fox Hunter, is Secret Investor. He's 25-1. I thought he's a big price. He's the beatings of Vassile last year. He's 25-1. He's 6 from 7 in his career. Only beaten once last year when he brought down at the fourth round Cheltenham when he ran in this race. I think he's a big price and perhaps could go off a lot shorter. The race the last day would have put him right, and hopefully he can run a big price. Secret Investor at 25-1 each way.
Tom.
So I'm gonna go bank. So my banker is obviously Factor 5, but he's even money. There's a bit of value there. So I'm gonna go. My nap is actually Phil Dordave. I'm mad keen on him. So nap is Phil Dor. Next best is Great Dawning, and each way is going to be Fiertana in whatever race he runs.
Joe.
My nap of the festival is. I mean, I'm not going to say Marine National. I think I'm doing everyone's head in with that. But my nap would be Jade de Grugy. My next best would be You Ought to Know in the bumper, and Each Way's Madara in the Grand Annual.
And my each way one is Phil Dore, so I'm there with you on that, Tom. And my nap is probably Ballyburn. Whatever race he runs in, I think he will win. I like Firefox and all that, but I think Ballyburn is a right good animal. And my next best, it's very hard. I think it's a very open festival this year. But as long as he runs, I settled on Irish Point. I hope he runs in the Stayers Hurdle, not in the Champion Hurdle. He has no chance of that. On that note, we will finish up. It's been a good 2 hours, 45 minutes. Plenty of people watching. It's good to do these live shows. Loads of comments. Thanks for all the comments. Like I said before, please like and subscribe.